How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to the Crypto ZX channel. We're going to be analyzing Hbar's price, of course, understanding what's happening, and of course, what we could be expecting going into Thursday morning. And again, if you're enjoying these updates, smash that like button, hit that red subscribe button. But now let's get right into it. So looking across the board, we are seeing majority of the market once again making its way towards the downside. Of course, if you did watch my XRP update, I showed you guys in that update that, we are seeing the tariffs being announced once again. Again, when markets are being manipulated quite heavily, in my opinion. And of course, that announcement itself has had an impact on the broader market. But at the same time, some coins still remaining in the green. Of course, if you're looking at it on the weekly time frame, still double-digit gains for a lot of coins. So, that is something that, we still don't want to be, forgetting. But if you're looking at Hbar's price right now, 19.4 cents, so pretty much ranging around this level, down also 1% in Bitcoin comparative market cap at $8.2 billion, and the 24-hour trading volume at about 212 million. But before we get into any further, as always, just a quick disclaimer: anything on this channel is not financial advice. Always do your own due diligence and research when you are investing in crypto. So if you're looking at the Bitcoin dominance index here, guys, the dominance index, you can see this for yourself, literally spiked up just a few hours ago, up to the likes of 61.86%. And Bitcoin did tumble down after the tariff announcement was originally published, which of course has had an impact on BTC. And guess what the dominance did? It went up to the likes of almost 62%. So it goes back to what we've been discussing day in, day out. Let's not get overly excited. Dominance, even though it was pulling down, we're still really high in terms of where it is. So of course, in terms of getting excited, if you're an altcoin holder, we still need to look for confirmations. And again, it confirms everything we've been discussing over the course of the last few days. But looking at BTC though, Bitcoin still in this upward trajectory. Of course, we had that initial reaction due to the tariffs being announced, but you can see this for yourself. BTC has seen a beautiful bounce, to be quite frank with you. You can see this for yourself. BTC went up 2%, pretty much reclaiming back above $87,000. We saw a close above $87,000 again, but the target remains to be the same. Obviously, we are having a little bit of a hard time breaking out of the 88K range, but as of now, even though we did see that initial reaction to the tariff announcement, you are still seeing BTC, believe it or not, in this upward trajectory. Of course, obviously, this zone is very important. I say this to you guys on a daily basis, and at this point, you guys know the importance of that. But with that said, you can really see what's happening with Hbar's price right now as well. So a few hours ago, Hbar did actually end up retesting that 20-cent price point once again. And we know the importance of the 20 cents, of course, psychological price. But, we got rejected at that range. And in return, also, Bitcoin did react in a negative way due to the tariff announcement. I think it came at the worst time. But some things are out of our control. You can see this for yourself. You did see Hbar drop in about 6%, but it has recovered back up to this 19.5 cents mark. So far so good, especially if you're looking at it from the 23rd March level, because again, if you were accumulating around that range, you did see, Hbar go up about 11.7%. Again, yes, I understand it's not crazy price action. It's not retesting the 61.8, which again is a very important level to be watching out for. But so far so good. The accumulation pattern is still in play. And of course, you are starting to see the price wants to make its way back towards the 61.8, which again, we haven't retested for almost a month. And that would be very, very important for us to retest. But yeah, so far, I know some people might call this like a stable coin, which I've seen a lot of people do. People are, labeling Hbar as like a stable coin that's not moving. But, I am very happy the way it's still currently holding, considering, what we're seeing with the broader market. Obviously, you don't really want to see the price drop below this key support. If it's able to do that, maybe we make our way down to 18.2 cents, depending on what Bitcoin does. But Bitcoin is looking good right now going into Thursday morning. We'll keep you guys updated. So far, so good. Let me know down below what you guys think. Love you all. See you later. Been Crypto ZX, and peace out.